Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is stellabeautytarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. And thank you for those of you who've been booking readings with me. It is truly appreciated, okay? So guys, your girl's Patreon channel is up and running. So if you would like to support your girl, you'll be able to find a link in the description box below. I do post 2 exclusive videos per week, so go check it out if you feel called to. So as you guys could tell by the title of this video is going to be about why are you the topic of conversation. So pile number 1, you're going to be the blue turquoise crystal. Pile number 2, you're going to be the red jasper crystal. And pile number 3, you're going to be the malachite crystal. So again, pile number 1, blue turquoise crystal. Pile number 2, red jasper crystal. And pile number 3, malachite crystal. So pause this video if you must and meditate on the card or the crystal that you feel most drawn to. You'll be able to find your timestamps in the description box below, and I'll see you guys at your pile. Hi Pawan! Welcome to my channel. This is stellabeautytarot back at you again with another video. So my pal Pawan, you picked the blue turquoise crystal, and this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way that I like to do this is like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pile or previous readings, okay? So my pal number 1. Why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation, my pal number 1? Why are you the topic of conversation? Okay, we have the 8 of Swords. With the 8 of Swords, there's definitely an anxious energy in the air when people bring you up in conversation. The conversation that people are having right now is not, it's not a negative one where they're talking crap about you. With the 8 of Swords is more what they're seeing, what they're sensing that is causing them to be in the 8 of Swords. So you're the reason why, like the topic, you're the reason why you're the topic of conversation right now is because you have people in a frenzy, like they're, I'm like frenzy, in a frenzy, okay? People are frantic right now with the 8 of Swords. They don't know how to react to your energy. There has been like an energetic shift around you that is causing these people to feel some type of way about your glow up, about what you've got going on. So it could be family members, it could be old friends, ex-lovers, but there is a group of people that are frantic right now with the 8 of Swords. And then every time they bring you up in conversation, it's like something new has happened. Like maybe you bought a new house, bought a new car, you've leveled up, you got a new job, oh, I just seen the 10 of Pentacles. Something brand new is happening around you, and these people are stressed out about it. So why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, we have the Hierophant. You could be a Taurus, and if you are a Taurus and it's your birthday today, happy birthday. I feel like you've leveled up. Like You are getting some sort of public recognition with the Hierophant. You're being respected as one of the best in your field. Okay. And I feel like this is why they're like talking about you. Like, yeah, you've created options for yourself, opportunities out of your own merit. That's what I'm getting here. That's why you're the topic of conversation right now, because you've created something brand new for yourself, and something like, I feel like you're self-made, my pal, number one. And that's why you're the topic of conversation, is because of the lifestyle that you've created for yourself, the opportunities that you've created for yourself that are like unattainable to certain people. That's why they're in the Eight of Swords. If they were to catch up to you, to get to the level that you're at right now, they'll have to work triple overtime. Okay. And there's only 24 hours in a day, so they wouldn't be able to match you or get to your level in time to catch up. Okay. Like, and this is what I'm getting here. There's somebody who is frantic. I keep getting like a frantic energy. So why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, we have the High Priestess, because you're moving in silence. People cannot anticipate what your next move is going to be with the High Priestess, with this energy. Yeah, like, you do your own thing with the High Priestess. Like, you are highly spiritual. Some of you could be tarot readers, and if you are a tarot reader, maybe your tarot readings, like your platform is growing. So if you're a YouTuber and you do tarot, your platform is growing, and maybe the people in your family, your community, they're watching you and they're seeing it. They're seeing your growth, and a lot of them are like, yeah, they're frantic about the growth or the potential of like your abilities. Oh my gosh, they don't want me to talk. Oh my gosh. But that's what I'm getting here with the High Priestess. Okay. So my problem number one, why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic? Ooh, we have the King of Cups. I feel like with the King of Cups, you saw right through somebody. Maybe you called them out energetically or spiritually on their BS, and now they're shook. Maybe you called out something or you predicted something, and now they're in their feelings and they could be talking about that with people. Why are you the topic of conversation? Ooh, 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 we have the Empress and the Queen of Cups. Ooh, some of you could be a relationship. Maybe you're pregnant. Some of you are pregnant here, and maybe they find out and now they're like, they're upset about that. Maybe they didn't want you to get pregnant, because we have the King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Hierophant, and then now we have the Empress. So this is like, because the Hierophant is here, it could represent a union, and then we have the Empress here, which could represent a mother, because the Empress gives birth to new ideas, also create life, right? Because she's the mother. Ooh, some of you, I feel like that's what it is. Some of you got married, or maybe you got married in secret with the High Priestess. You didn't tell anybody, like your family, you didn't invite them. I feel like they're upset because you got married maybe at the courthouse. And then instead of like getting a big wedding, you decided to save your money and purchase a home instead of like having the big wedding. So you know how big weddings are very expensive, right? So I feel like maybe you like, you know what? We're not going to do a big wedding. We're just going to save that money for a house, and then we're going to get married at the courthouse, and we're going to go on a beautiful, nice honeymoon. I feel like maybe that's what you did. For some of you, that's just like one example I'm getting from spirit. It doesn't mean that everybody did that, but I'm getting like you did something different. Okay, you create your own value system, your own tradition. So instead of like doing it like the same way that everybody does it, get a big wedding and all that good jazz, and then um you know like spending all that money with people that don't even care about you. That's what I'm getting here, because maybe some of you felt like, okay, well, my family doesn't even care, or my friends, or they're fake, and I don't want to waste my money on these people. So you decided to not to do a big wedding and save your money instead. And that could be something that they were not anticipating, and they were not expecting you to be pregnant. For some of you with the Empress energy. For others of you, you have a union coming, or maybe you are in a beautiful relationship with somebody and is growing with the Empress energy. Some of you, it could be like, it doesn't have to be love, it could be a partnership, okay, a business partnership, and your business is growing, okay, it's evolving with the Empress. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. So why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands. You're making fast progress. Maybe like your progress was slow, or it seemed like you weren't making any forward movement, but you are, and they're watching this with the Nine of Wands, how you're like now it's taking off for you. Yeah, we have the Two of Wands. Whatever decision that you've made it in the past is taking off. Like if you decided to withdraw your energy from your family and focus on yourself, it is actually working. Like if you're not like, in close proximity to your family, you're containing that energy and you're working on yourself and you're making tremendous progress, and they don't like that. Why are you the topic of conversation, my pal? Ooh, the Star. I'm telling you, you've healed something. You've leveled up. You're so original and so authentic. That's why I was getting like the example of like you getting married at the courthouse and saving your money to buy a house, and then going on a beautiful honeymoon, like a 3 weeks honeymoon to a nice place, okay, like a really beautiful one, like maybe going to Africa. I'm gonna, like some of you went to Nigeria or like Italy or Greece, okay, or the Caribbeans, like you went to the Caribbeans or something like that, where it's like really nice and you did something really really fun, really beautiful for your honeymoon, and you didn't have to worry about money. You weren't stressed, okay? This is what I'm getting here with the Star energy, okay? For some of you, it's like you decided to pivot and do something for yourself, like that was original and authentic. So you decided to be like, a YouTuber full time, okay? You took a leap of faith and you did it full time, and now you're doing amazing, and they're seeing the progress and they're shocked. They're like, what the heck? Like, how did they do that? Okay. Okay, so why are you the topic of conversation? Because you're leaving people out in the cold. You leveled up and you left people out in the cold. They feel shut out of your life. They want to be able to have a seat at your table, but they can't because you shut them out. And it doesn't have to be family, it could even be like friends, past friends. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, like I thought like I was talking for like 10 minutes and like my mic was off the whole time, but I was able to salvage like the last 10 minutes of the first 10 minutes of the video. But yeah, somebody does not want me to speak. Like my mic went off like right like at 10 minutes, okay, like as I was talking. And thank God I went back to review the video to ensure that I had volume, I had sound. And yeah, thank God. And I was talking about how like you left people out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles, and that's when it just went out. Okay, so somebody does not want me to speak, and they don't want you to know that, like that you have people in their feelings because you left them out in the cold, and that's why they're talking about you. Holy, somebody really doesn't want me to talk, man. Really don't want me to do readings. So why are you the topic of conversation? We have the Queen of Pentacles because you are self-sufficient, you are independent. That's why you're the topic of conversation right now. You've leveled up financially. Maybe at one point in time you were financially dependent on the other people, or you were struggling. Maybe some of you could be a working parent with the Queen of Pentacles, and it took you a really long time to stabilize yourself, especially if you are a single parent and the other parent is not helping you financially. So I feel like some of you, it could be for that reason that you had to level up. Okay, why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation? Just one card, please, Spirit. Yeah, we have the Death card. You transformed. Okay, you could be a Scorpio here, but you transformed yourself. You leveled up. Like there has been like a major shift in your aura, and that's why you're the topic of conversation. Like the new person that you've become is unattainable, inaccessible to these people. They only have access to the old part of you, the part of you that was broken, the part of you that was down and out, the part of you that was sad, down. Like these people, they were okay when you were at this level because they made them feel comfortable. They saw your potential, they saw who you could become. However, because you were so down and out and you were down on your luck, that's pretty much what it was. You were down on your luck at that time. Okay, and while you were down on your luck, these people were comfortable because they knew the moment that you get right back up and you start grinding again, you're going to go hard and you will surpass them. And it has happened. That's why they're in the Eight of Swords. Why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation? We have the Devil. Yeah. Maybe some of you overcame some sort of addiction with the Devil. You took your power back from these people. You could be a Capricorn, or someone could be a Capricorn, like the people that are talking about you. So why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, you've moved up. You leveled up with the Eight of Wands. You're bold in your actions, okay? With the Eight of Wands. You made some bold moves in your life. You leveled up tremendously, and now these people are like in their feelings about that. Like, they are upset with the fact that now you're making moves, you're progressing in life, you're bold, you've stepped into your power, and now you're unattainable, you're inaccessible to them. You're making like fast forward progress. Yeah, like they don't like that. Why are you the topic of conversation? You see the Two of Cups. I really feel like some of you are in a healthy relationship. Or maybe you just decided to balance your feminine and masculine aspect of yourself. I just heard that Beyonce song, me, myself, and I is all I got, and in that's what I found out. Some of you, like, you left a toxic relationship. You're your own best friend now, okay? And someone or multiple people don't like that you're self-reliant, okay? Or that you balance yourself. And some of you, you just have a beautiful relationship that you're in. You're about to get married if you're not married, or you're about to meet somebody great. Okay, why are you the topic of conversation, my pal? My pal, number one, why are you the topic of conversation? Five of Swords, because somebody's pissed. Somebody's pissed with the Five of Swords. They're angry. They want to cuss you out. Okay? Retaliation. Why are you the Ace of Wands? Because somebody is pissed that you're chasing your goals. You've got your power back, your passion back. Maybe somebody was siphoning your energy for a long time and you didn't know, and you finally cut the cord with this person or these people, and now, like, I feel like you keep doing a cord cutting, and the more you're doing the cord cutting, the more their energetic attachment that they had on you is like diminishing. Okay, with the Ace of Wands, this is what I'm getting here, and you're getting your power back, and that's why you're the topic of conversation. They're upset. Why are you the topic of conversation? We have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, some of you, like, you've healed emotionally. You probably went to therapy with the Queen of Cups. You assessed like your situation. You really healed the aspect of yourself that was heartbroken. I feel like you did a lot of inner child healing. Okay, so why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, because somebody's heartbroken. They feel rejected by you. Yeah, they feel rejected by the new you, because the, like I said, the aspect of yourself that once upon a time needed these people don't need them anymore. You let go of that part of yourself. Like, you release that part of yourself that needed validation, approval. You don't need that anymore. Why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, a Page of Pentacles, because you are keeping people at arm's length. With the Page of Pentacles, you're very cautious. Why are you the topic of conversation? Oh, because they are in regret. You see, Five of Pentacles, now Five of Cups. Because people regret what they did to you, how they did you when they had you in their life. They misjudged you or underestimated you. Why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, because you moved away with the High Priestess. Not the High Priestess, the Moon card. You're moving in silence. There's a lot of illusion around you. People are very curious about what you got going on. They're speculating, okay? But because they don't have a full picture, they're in the Eight of Swords energy. They're frantic about that, okay? So why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, you see, Four of Wands, a lot of stability around you. You stabilize your life, you stabilize yourself, and it's because you don't need their approval. That's the heaviest thing. Like, you don't need their approval. Why are you the topic of the conversation? Yeah, because you took a leap of faith and you bet it on yourself. That's why you're the topic of conversation right now. You're making moves, bold moves, okay? And a lot of them are shook with the Tower at the bottom of the deck. All right, so that's all I have for you, my pal number one. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in my next video. Pal number one. Bye. Hi, Beltu! Welcome to my channel. This is stellabeautytarot back at you again with another video. So, my pal number 2, you picked the red jasper crystal, and this is going to be your reading, okay? So, if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way that I like to do this is like to smudge the cards first before we get started so we don't pick up the energy of previous pal or previous readings, okay? So my pal number 2. Why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation? Ooh, we have the Knight of Cups. Ooh, somebody might be interested in you and they're talking about you with their friends. Okay, someone has taken an interest in you with the Nine of Cups. That's why you're the topic of conversation. Somebody has your name in their mouth in a positive way, though, with the Knight of Cups. This is somebody who sees you as somebody who's very loving, charming, romantic, okay? Why are you the topic of conversation? Just one card. Ace, oh, yeah, Ace of Wands. There's like a passionate new beginning. Somebody wants to have a passionate new beginning with you, okay? I don't feel like this is somebody that you've dated before, but this is somebody that you may know that has taken an interest in you, and they could be talking about you to other people and talking about how they want to come towards you with an offer. This is somebody who may want to make a grand gesture with the Ace of Wands, a passionate gesture. This could be somebody who's very romantic. So who has taken an interest in you? Yeah, we have the 4 of, I'm like, who has taken an interest in you? My gosh, why are you the topic of conversation? Let's redo this, okay? Because this is not the same energy. Why are you the topic of conversation? Somebody has definitely taken an interest in you. Why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you, just one card, please, Spirit. Why are you the topic of conversation? Ooh, 7 of Swords. I don't like that. Oh, it's not good. Somebody's trying to be strategic. Or maybe you escape a situation. Maybe somebody is talking about how they try to wine and dine you and charm you, and you didn't fall for it with the 7 of Swords. Like you saw right through them. People could be talking about that, how a player got played. Because now the energy is just switching with the 7 of Swords. Maybe somebody was trying to just have like a fun time with you and trick you into thinking that they wanted to have a serious relationship with you, but then you outsmarted this person. People could be talking about that because maybe this person has a reputation of doing that with the Knight of Cups, charming people, getting what they want and dipping. You outsmarted this person. Why are you the topic of conversation? Maybe this person now is in their feelings. Yeah, King of Wands. You're very like much like a leader. You're bold in your actions. You're very confident in who you are. Whether you're a woman or a man, King of Wands, like you're fiery, you're driven, you're self-assured, and someone try to play in your face with the 7 of Swords and you caught them, okay? You called them out on their BS and you were able to put this person in their place, and maybe now they're butt hurt, okay? Yes, 6 of Wands. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like you're being spoken about like highly in high regards. You're being held in high regards with the 6 of Wands because you outsmarted somebody with the 7 of Swords. Like you were moving strategically. This person may have like said to their friends or family, oh, I'm gonna get that girl, I'm gonna get that guy, watch me, I'll be able to play them, or whatever. This person was bragging, right? Acting like they got it like that they were about to take you down off your throne because they saw you as the King of Wands. Whether you're a woman or a man, they saw you as such, but they coming in with the Knight of Cups acting like, yeah, I could take the King of Wands. Like, boy, bye, you're not even a king yet. Like, calm down, okay? Like, you're not even the same level. This person got cocky because they, you know, they like you're out of this person's league, that's for sure. And that's why you're the topic of conversation, because like you prove to these people why you're the King of Wands. And it's not like you're trying to prove anything, but you've earned your spot, you earned your stripe, and there's a reason why you're the King of Wands. Okay, and this Knight of Cups try to come and play in your face, thinking that they were going to seduce you and get you to lower your guards down and let them like in your life, and you're like, I see right through you. I know what you're trying to do. I know you're being manipulative with the Seven of Swords, and it's not going to work. And with the Six of Wands, like you're being highly respected now. That's why you are the topic of conversation. Now people are probably like laughing at this Knight of Cups. Like, yeah, I thought you said you were going to be able to take them down. What happened? And now this person's trying to say like, oh no, yeah, they're not even my type anyway. Like, boy, bye, because you couldn't get them, okay? Why are you the topic of conversation? I can't make it up. The Tower. Yeah, someone or some people are kind of shook that you are who you really say you are. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're being held in high regards. Because initially, I thought like this Knight of Cups was somebody who wanted to date you. The Ace of Wands came out. I'm like, okay, this person's passionate. And the Seven of Swords is like, I don't like this. Like where this is going. Now somebody's having a tower moment because they're realizing like, yo, you really are who you say you are. You're not a gimmick. You're not a player. Like not like, yeah, this person's a player, but you have to be played with. Okay, they can come play in your face. So that's why you're the topic of conversation. People are like, respecting you. They're like, yeah, this person, they're about their business. Okay, they are who they say they are. So why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation? Now this person is like all over the place, right? Yeah, they're in their feelings. That's why all the cards are going all over the place. They're all over the place. Whoever this person is, now they feel like they feel defeated. Why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, they're pissed. Yeah, Page of Wands. Yeah, this person is a page. Like now this person's curious about you. You revealed an aspect of yourself that was hidden. Like this person really thought that they knew you, or they saw a weakness in you and they were going to exploit this weakness, but they were not able to do so because you are 10 times smarter than them. Okay, yeah, we have the Sun card. Yeah, you're the topic of conversation because you are very confident in who you are. This, how you present yourself with the Sun card, is who you truly are. You're genuine in your expression, in your emotions. Okay, you're true, you're real, you're authentic, you're not pretending. And this person was like putting up a front. They really thought that they were the same level as you, even though they were lying to themselves. So deep down inside, this person was trying to use you as an ego boost, because if they were able to defeat you like they thought that they were going to, it was going to boost them up. It was going to make them feel like, okay, I could conquer the world because I conquered this person. But they were not able to conquer you. And now because they couldn't, now this person is like feeling defeated, because I seen the Five of Swords. They are upset. They want to fight. They're a sore loser. This is like a sore loser. Okay, why are you the topic of conversation? Nine of Pentacles, because you are the eligible bachelor, bachelorette, you're self-sufficient, you're independent, and you have high standards, okay? Like your standards are not attainable to these. Let me just be nice. I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it because I just don't want to be in that low vibration, because this person, whoever this is, like, ugh, like they're not your level, and you knew that the moment that they approached you, you let them, the trap that they laid out for you, you let them fall right into it. That's what you did. And that's why you're the topic of conversation. Like people know that they're tower. They're like, wow, they were so shook that you outsmarted this person, because the way that they were talking, like, they were talking a big game, like, yo, I'm that guy, like, running their mouth like they're going to get whatever they set out to get, like the plan that they had for you. They fell right into it, okay? And Nine of Pentacles, they know that you're unattainable, okay? Yeah, you see, we have the Empress, and then we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, that's why you're the topic of conversation. You know your worth. With the Empress energy, you know your worth. You could be a Taurus or you could be a Libra. And if you are a Taurus and it's your birthday today, happy birthday. Okay, this person, like whoever they are, they better put some respect on your name. You're not the one. Okay, with the Knight of Wands, you're fast forward, thinking, like you are bold in your action, your interaction. Okay, you're very fiery. that your confidence level is unmatched, like you know you could what you bring to the table. Why are you the topic of conversation? Whoever this person is, when I tell you they're pissed, they're pissed. Why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, 10 of wands, because you're a challenge. This person really thought they were going to defeat you, but now you have this person's ego bruised. When I tell you bruised, this person is upset, okay? They could even be like, crying in silence because they felt like humiliated, but that's what they wanted for you. They wanted to humiliate you because defeating you, like I said, it was going to feed their ego, boost their ego. That's what they wanted. They wanted an ego boost. This is a narcissist, like you destroyed them, and and now this person's in their feelings, okay? Why are you the topic of conversation? And I feel like you know what it is as well. I feel like the people around this person are enablers, okay? But they may know this person's a narcissist. So they're kind of like happy, low key happy that you defeated this person, that you crushed their ego, unfortunately. Like even the people around this person don't even like them like that because they like to brag. They know that they're a shady individual, like they slimy. So the fact that you defeated them, they're low-key happy. Like I'm not even like joking, they're low-key happy. Okay? Yeah, we have the Hierophant. They're respecting you. Yeah, they know that you have standards for yourself. Like you're just not gonna allow anybody to come into your life and play with you in your face like you're some kind of dummy. That's pretty much what this person was trying to do. And that's why like they're happy because they like it's like you taught this person a lesson and they're like so happy that you did. They're like proud of you with the Six of Wands. I'm telling you, they're so proud of you. They're like, yes, thank God. Like finally somebody who put this person in their place. Okay, so why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, because your strength has somebody weak with the Eight of Swords. You could be a Leo here because we have Leo here twice. Your strength has somebody weak with the Eight of Swords. That's why you're the topic of conversation. They're talking about how strong you are, so a sovereign being, and that you have self mastery. Like this person really thought like because I feel like maybe this person's very charming, they're very good with their words, but because you have a lot of experience with the King of Wands, okay, you didn't just become the King of Wands out of nowhere. You had to go through hardship yourself and you've learned, and now you put this person back in their place. Okay, they thought that they were going to come and conquer you because you represent something to this person. You represent success because you're coming up as the Empress and the Hierophant, right? And with the Empress, it's like she's the highest archetype in the tarot, right? When it comes to feminine archetype, like imagine you defeat the Empress, like how you're gonna feel like you're the ish, you're gonna feel like you're that guy, but you cannot defeat the Empress though. She has spiritual gifts, she's in tune with her femininity, and if you're not in alignment with her, she's not gonna allow you in her energy. Just because she's feminine doesn't mean that she's weak. And that's how this person thinks. Okay, maybe this is a misogynist individual. Okay, if it's like a man, and if this is a woman, this is a woman that is using her sexual energy in a deceptive manner. And maybe she thought that you were a weak man like the other men that she's used to. And she thought that she was going to throw herself at you and you were going to be like, succumb to her temptation. No, no, you didn't like it. Like, oh, hell no, girl. I already see the Jezebel spirit in you. Boy, bye. You're not going to come tempt me. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. So, why are you the topic of conversation? I've seen a card. No, just one, please. Why are you the topic? Yeah, you see, Nine of Swords. Somebody is in their feelings. They're nervous, they're anxious, they're having a lot of like self-doubt. Why are you the topic of King of Cups? Because you're emotionally intelligent. You saw right this through this person. You see how I said they're coming up as the knight? You keep coming up as a king or a queen, okay? Or like Empress, the Hierophant. This person's coming up as page, knight, energy, immaturity. Okay, so why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, because you're a great judge of character. They know that. You saw right through this person and you moved accordingly. Why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation? Just one card, please, Spirit. Yeah, because You're emotionally fulfilled, you're emotionally satisfied, you're emotionally stable and very content with your life. So you don't really need outside validation. So like they're realizing that you're somebody who is highly respected and worth the respect. Okay, why are you the topic of conversation? My pal number, yeah, you see, because you're bold. The King of Wands is here twice. You're fiery, you're self-assured, okay? And that's why they're talking about you. And I'm telling you, they're happy that you put this person in their place because they felt like they needed it. Okay, why are you the topic of conversation? I can't make it up, guys. 601 again. I can't make it up. They're happy. Can you imagine your own friends are happy that you got put in your place? Because I feel like this person does not listen. They are big headed. Like they think that they're that big guy, the top shutter, they think that guy. Okay, like you're not. And they had to get humbled, and Spirit used you to humble them. It was like a humbling experience. That's what they get. Okay, because you know why? They've done this to too many people. They've crushed people's spirit, and that's evil. They take pleasure in crushing people. They take pleasure in watching people suffer because of them, because of their action. It feeds them. They like it. Like you, this is the type of person that they like when people call them excessively and they don't answer and they watch you text them like and they love it. They feel like, oh yes, I'm powerful by destroying someone else's spirit. That's how they feel empowered. So Spirit is like, okay, that's what you want. Okay, you think you're a big boss? We're gonna show you. You're gonna F around and find out. And then they sent you. This person thought like, yeah, I'm that guy, I'm that girl, I will defeat them. And now this person, they're in their feelings. They can't show face. Why are they why are you the topic of conversation? Are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, we have the Temperance card because you're wise beyond your years. You saw right through this person and their games, okay? You were able to predict this person's next move. And yeah, you're the Hierophant, okay? Hierophant is here again twice. Because of your wisdom, your knowledge, okay? Why are you the topic of conversation? Because this person, I'm telling you, they're pissed. They want to cuss you out. They may be cussing you out with venting to their friends, talking crap about you, like saying that you're not even all that anyways. You're ugly, you're this, you're that. Oh, okay, now they're ugly. But before, whenever you wanted them, you wanted to defeat them, they were that guy. They were about to boost your ego, right? But now that you can't use them for that, now they're ugly. They're not even that good looking anyway. Like this person is like in their feelings and their friends, I'm telling you, they're low-key happy. They're like, thank God, finally somebody put them in the spot. Finally somebody put them in their place. And now they're going to always use you as like, oh, yo, but you never got this person. Like if they start bragging, they'll use you like, but you couldn't get this person. That's what they get. We have the Sun card, okay? Yeah, you're confident, you're bold, you know your worth. That's what it is. That's why they're talking highly of you. But this person that try to play you, they're the one who's in their feelings. And that's not your problem, my pal number two. That's what they get. Okay? So that's all I have for you, my pal number two. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number two. Bye. Hi, Bell 3. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot by Kachu again with another video. So, my pal number 3, you picked the Malachite crystal, and this is going to be your reading, okay? So, if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way that I like to do this is like to smudge the cards first before we get started so we don't pick up the energy of previous file or previous readings, okay? So my pal number 3, why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation, my pal number 3? Why are you the topic of conversation? We have the Eight of Wands. So I'm getting like fast forward movement, but a lot of progress because we have butterflies here and we also have caterpillars. So there's some sort of major transformation or that you've underwent, my pal. Number three, and people could be talking about that. And this major transformation is like rapid progress. It could be in your business, it could be in your personal life. Okay, something about your appearance as well. Some of you may have lost weight or gained weight. Why are you the topic of conversation? Ooh, you're highly favored. The Wheel of Fortune, you could be a Sagittarius here, but the wheel is turning in your favor. This is what I'm getting here. There's some sort of major upgrade that happened for you in your life. Okay. And people could be talking about that with this upgrade, with the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning into your favor, or it has turned in your favor. Something has pivoted in your life. People are seeing it. Major upgrade. So, why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic? Just one card. Yeah, there's some sort of success or abundance happening for you, good news. Something is being exposed with the Sun card, but there's a lot of success around you. Like something is pivoting in your favor with the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun, and it's happening at rapid rate. Something that you're doing that is very passionate. So a creative idea or creative endeavor is taking flight, and people could be talking about that. People could be speaking highly of it. Why are you the topic of conversation? We have the Hermit card. Okay, so with all these major arcanas, you are going through some sort of spiritual upgrade, a major upgrade. Some of you, you could be Leo, Virgo, Cuspers here, but with the Hermit card, I feel like the reason why you're the topic of conversation is because people haven't seen you in a minute, but they could sense that there was an energetic shift when you went Hermit mode. So maybe some of you have recently, maybe you've disengaged from social media. So maybe you deleted your social media account or something. You did something totally different. Okay, this is what I'm getting here with the Hermit card, and people could be talking about that. You could be discussing that with the Hermit card. You took your power back. So why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, somebody could be pissed off about your glow up, your level up, and the fact that you did it on your own with the Hermit card, but also that you're taking time to yourself with the Hermit card and you're going within and you're rejuvenating. Okay, you're healing yourself. And somebody could be really pissed off about that because maybe they have tried to sabotage you and it didn't work. Maybe they thought that their actions towards you was going to crush your spirit or like make you doubt yourself or forget about your goals, your dreams and aspiration. Maybe they thought that you were going to give up because of your age or something like that, or because you have kids. Somebody's upset about that with the Five of Swords because they're seeing progress. Some of you could be like your baby daddy or your baby mom that could be upset. They could be talking about you to other people, but there's some sort of major level up or shift in your energy with the Sun card and the Wheel of Fortune that people could be talking about, and they're upset. They don't want this. Okay, why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, Four of Cups. They may feel like it's a missed opportunity. They want to be part of your progress. They want to be part of your level up, but they can't because you don't even want to deal with these people anymore. Like you don't even want to talk to them anymore. You prefer your solitude with the Hermit card. Some of them, they could be saying that you are acting brand new because I'm getting like Nine of Pentacles energy. You're self-sufficient, you're independent, and a lot of people are in their feelings about that. Yeah, because you're competition. That's why you're the topic of conversation. People are angry, they want to fight or they want to compete, they want to outdo you, but they feel outrun because we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so they feel like they can't keep up with you. You're moving too fast or you're progressing too fast and it's becoming a challenge. That's why you're the topic of conversation, because of your level up that's happening in your life. You know, I feel like those people, they feel like set back in life. They feel like things were not moving, they were not progressing for them, so they felt like they were set back in life in some way, shape, or form. and they feel some type of way about that. With the Five of Wands, like they want to fight you, they see you as competition, they see you as a rival now. They're not comfortable with your growth because your growth reminds them of their failure. Why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, because you represent a challenge now. You are a challenge, you are a burden, or they're burdened by your success. It's making them feel uncomfortable because maybe at one point in time they were doing better than you. Well, they perceived it as doing better than you because they were in secret competition with you. So these are people, I feel like this is like past friends, okay? Past friends or past colleagues that are still keeping tabs on you, because these people have been watching you for a minute. Maybe you forgot about them, you don't think about them, you don't even watch them, okay? Like you pay attention to your own thing, and they feel some type of way because they are not as successful as they thought they would be by the age that you guys are right now. So let's say if you are in your 40s, they thought that they were going to be super successful, have the best career, the best everything, best husband, everything. They might be going through a divorce, they might be losing everything, and they might, like, there might be like some sort of like tower moment that's happening to them, and you are progressing. Your life is progressing in a tremendous way where they feel like they can't keep up. They're shook, okay? Why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, we have 555, change in position, because the Wheel of Fortune is telling me that now the wheel is in your favor and it might not be in their favor. Maybe now they are in the Five of Pentacles. We have 555. There is a change of position here. While you are leveling up, they are descending. That's what I'm getting here. Somebody's descending. They're talking about that. Now they have all these challenges, they have all these burdens, those obstacles, while you're just leveling up, doing great. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. They could be discussing your abundance with the 10 of Pentacles, your wealth. You're building wealth for yourself, and you build it off of your own merit, your own effort. And they feel left out with the Five of Pentacles. They feel like it's unfair that you get to level up. But when they were doing great, they didn't feel like it was unfair that you were at the bottom. They didn't care. And they were comfortable like that because it made them feel good, because they were comparing themselves to you while you didn't. Okay, why are you the topic of conversation? Because now you're doing better, you moved on. Six of Swords, you're moving on to calmer waters. Your life seems more peaceful than it was when they were around. So some of them, they're kind of like realizing that they were holding you back, or that they were sending you the evil eye when they were around you, and that could be the reason why you weren't progressing. But the moment that you just started to distance yourself from these people and actually really work on yourself and really worked on, whatever it is that you were planning on working on with the Eight of Wands, you're starting seeing progress. And now these people, they're in their feelings about that. Okay, with the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords. Why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, we have the Eight of Cups, because you moved away, you moved on. You're emotionally distant. You're emotionally withdrawn from these people. And they could be feeling some type of way about that. Because you're pretty much not entertaining these people. Like the 10 of Swords, they feel betrayed. You're emotionally withdrawn, they feel betrayed with the 10 of Swords. They know that there is a permanent ending between the two of you, or a group of you. Okay, like you in this group, or you or this specific person with the Eight of Cups. And now they feel like you're being selfish, or you betrayed them by walking away. Maybe you see the number 1010 because we have the 10 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and 10 of Wands. There's definitely a new beginning that you're embarking in, and they don't have access to you. Why are you the topic of conversation, my pal? Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups, because now your life is very like beautiful, peaceful. You're getting what you want with the Knight of Cups. You're following your own path here. You're moving to the own beat of your own drum. So why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation, my pal? Why are you the topic? Yeah, we have the Hermit card. You're the topic of conversation because you are someone who is like going within. The Hermit is here twice. So you could be a Virgo here. Don't have to be. But with this energy, you have withdrawn and you went within and you went ghost on these people. You ghosted them, and you're the topic of conversation because they noticed that ever since you ghosted them, your life has leveled up. So like I said, that realization that they were the one who was holding you back. Some of them, they feel betrayed by you moving on with the 10 of swords and the 8 of cups. Like they know that you're emotionally disconnected from them, you're unattainable. Yeah, you've leveled up with the star card, you've healed. Some of you could be influencers here. You're inspiring, but some of them, they're kind of hating because they were not expecting to be inspired by you. They thought it was going to be the other way around. Like they don't really like the power that you possess right now, the influence that you have with the star card. They were hoping that they would be able to manipulate you or keep you stuck or keep you small so that way they could feel empowered. Like you being in this position of power makes them feel weak or makes them feel small. Why are you the topic of conversation? Oh my gosh. 10 of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles twice. Yeah, your abundance, your level up, and also your work ethics and your dedication to self-improvement is why people are talking about you. They're shook. They knew you had it in you, but you just haven't tapped into that energy, that essence, right? So they wanted to keep you small. These are people that kept you close, but like they didn't want to help you. They knew you had places where you needed to improve, but would, instead of like helping you improve or like giving you tips and tricks to improve, they were like enabling you to do toxic things or to keep you low vibing so that way they could still keep you under control. But because you leveled up, you removed yourself, you've healed with the star card. Now they feel some type of way because like your work ethics, your dedication is showing with the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. And they're like upset about that. Why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation? We have the strength card. Yeah, you took your power back. You could be a Leo, Virgo, Cusper. Don't have to be, but you took your power back. I think we already have Leo with the sun here. You're very positive. You're sovereign here. You're strong. You're bold. Okay. Like this is something that's like kind of like pissing them off. Why are you the topic of conversation, my pal? Number 3. Yeah, because you took a different path. You follow your own inner compass with the 2 of Wands. And they're upset about that. The path that you've taken has guided you to a life of luxury, a life of abundance, because we have the 10 of Pentacles twice and the 8 of Pentacles as well. And the thing is, the reason why they're even more upset is because you did it on your own, because we have the Hermit card. They don't have a say in it. They can't say that, oh, I'm the reason why they're so successful. I give them the idea. I was there through thick and thin. No, they can't say that because they betrayed you. They backstabbed you. Okay, and they're trying to act like the victim here with the 10 of swords when in actuality it was them all along. Why are you the topic of conversation? Why are you the topic of conversation? Yeah, we have the Ace of Cups, because with the Ace of Cups, I'm getting like you have a healthy amount of self-love. Your self-esteem has increased. Maybe in the past you had low self-esteem, you didn't think highly of yourself, but these people, they saw your worth, they saw your power. It's just that they didn't want you to see it because it was comfortable for them to keep you low. Maybe they were stealing ideas from you. Maybe they had you thinking that your ideas were whack, and then they would steal your idea. They will steal your persona. Okay, the way that you talk, the way that you walk, your mannerism, the way that, if you talk with hand gestures, they may have like stolen that. Maybe told you, stop moving like that, stop talking like that, stop walking like that. Like, I feel like this is like a feminine energy, like somebody who's always criticizing you, but then they copy you. Everything that you do, they copy. They're not original. Okay, this is definitely copycat energy. This is who's talking about you. Why are you the topic of conversation, my pal? Number 3, just one card, please, Spirit. Ooh, 6 of Wands. Guys, I'm telling you, they're speaking highly of you. Like they know that you have succeeded in a way where it's unattainable for them. And that's what's pissing them off. That's why they see you as competition and they feel left out in the cold. They know that this new part of you, this new aspect of you is unattainable to them because they haven't reached that level yet. Let's say if you were to rekindle with these people, or reconcile with them, they will bring you back down to how you were before because that's the level that they're comfortable at. That's the only level that they could accept, because the level that you are right now is not in an energetic vibrational match. It's not. Why are you the topic of conversation? Somebody's pissed. We have the Five of Swords again. Somebody's cussing you out or talking crap with the Five of Swords running their mouth. They want to defeat you because they feel defeated by your success. Why are you the topic of conversation? Because Five of Wands again, guys. Somebody wants to compete, or they see you as a rival. Heavy. The rivalry is here, but it's like one-sided because you don't care. You're doing your own thing. You're moving to the beat of your own drums. You have your own goals, dreams, and aspirations that you want to accomplish. And these people, their goals and dreams and aspirations is to defeat you. Like like that's like the best. Like if they were to defeat you, that would be the best thing that they ever did in their life. Okay. Why are you the topic of conversation? Nine of Cups. Because your life is wish fulfillment. They desire what you have. They want what you have. That's why you're the topic of conversation. You're living the life of their dreams. Okay. And it's like they wish they had that, but they have to put in the work. You put in the work, they didn't. And now they're upset because you're getting the results. Okay. So that's all I have for you, my pal number 3. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number 3. Bye.